James River. Lineups for tonight. Bryce Cotton leads Providence, first team all Big East last year, led the conference in scoring, 19 a game. Rhode Island, Xavier Munford leads the Rams in scoring and three-pointers made. Told us today his team needs a good start in this one tonight. Time for the opening tip, brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. Underway tonight from Kingston. First possession for the Rams.
Friars are man-to-man, which they play most of the time.
Rebound for LaDontae Henson. And here comes Bryce Cotton. To shoot. Baseline. And LaDontae hitting. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot too.
That's the one thing that can't happen. Baruta can't get in foul trouble for the Rams. He's their best big guy, Dave. If he gets in trouble, it's going to be a long night for Rhode Island.
Jovitas Baruta's first foul, the junior from Lithuania. And a co-captain. And here's LaDontae Henson, the junior from Lansing, Michigan, who leads Providence in rebounding. Good start for the Friars.
It's really important that Rhode Island gets off to a good start, Dave. They don't want to get behind because they're very young, very inexperienced. They haven't seen a game like this before.
Biggie Minnis works to Munford. Onyekaba on the baseline. Can't hit for Rhode Island. Hitting the rebound. Here comes Cotton in transition. Plenty to shoot for Bryce Cotton.
Providence wants to go inside. The bigger, stronger, more athletic inside.
At the elbow, lost it. Harris regains, just over 10 to shoot for the transfer from NC State, Tyler Harris. He's a lefty and gets a nice roll off the glass. Dan Hurley, Rhode Island coach, told us today after the team shoot-around, we cannot be intimidated by the big crowd here. Largest home crowd they've had by far all year in Kingston. E.C. Matthews held on the way to the basket, says official Pat Driscoll, joined by Carl Hess and Jeff Clark tonight. Ed Cooley, third year at Providence. 19 wins last year, lost in the quarterfinals of the NIT to eventual champ Baylor. We hope Ed's feeling okay. Had an IV when we talked to him pregame. Ear infection. And recovering from that, been bugging him about 2 weeks.
Exactly, can't get rid of it. Toughen up the coach without feeling poorly.
Canadian bats struggle with a handle.
On Providence, just go inside. Keep pounding the ball inside. Work inside out. From the Rams, I got to double down. If the ball goes inside, you got to double team.
Whistle off the ball. And a foul against Rhode Island. Going to be Biggie Minnis, and that'll be his first. Dan Hurley, second year at Rhode Island after remarkable success at Wagner on Staten Island. 25 wins in his second year. Helped him get the URI job. Son of legendary high school coach Bob Hurley from St. Anthony. Brother of Bobby, now the head coach at Buffalo in the Mid-American Conference. It's quite a family.
Definitely. Great basketball family, great people, and wonderful coach Bob Hurley Sr.
Bats free but can't finish. On a fantastic feed from Bryce Cotton. Rhodey looking for its first two. Matthews can't hit. Baruta tips it in.
That was crucial. The Rams got to get on the board.
Student section under each basket, making a lot of noise here. Cotton. Off for Harris, a long-range shot. Not a three-point threat for the most part. Biggie Minnis, the transfer from Texas Tech, will get it set up here.
Xavier Mumford's got to get going. He's got to be aggressive.
This is Minnis under 20 to shoot. Reverse layup. Onyeka. And Fani has his first two. A sophomore from Nigeria. Josh Fortune will play off for Cotton. He'll pull up long-range shot. Short on a three. Bats a battle. Baseline. Lots of contact underneath. Leading us to our first break. Onyeka, Maruda. 2 buckets for Rhode Island. And they've tied up their arch rival Providence. That's 4 apiece. Last win in this series for Rhode Island, 2009 here in Kingston, 86-82. Play on the baseline, critical for the Rams trying to get going offensively here, Pete.
Nice move here. Pass to the baseline to Afani Onyeka. Nice drive. He used the rim as a protector. Nice job. Bats is a good shot blocker, so Onyeka did a great job using the rim as a protector, Dave. Excellent offense by the Rams.
Onyeka had 21 points, 10 rebounds against Maine in the season opener for Rhode Island. That's the only game for the Rams this year a player's had more than 10 rebounds, so they are challenged when it comes to play inside. And Ed Cooley, the Providence coach, told us pregame, we've got to challenge the rim, take advantage of our length and athleticism down low.
Providence goes to a 1-2-2, three-quarter court zone press, back to the zone. Now that's a double-edged sword. Rhode Island can be a little slower, take their time, but it cuts down what Rhode Island does best. That's dribble penetration.
E.C. Matthews, freshman from Romulus, Michigan, outside Detroit. Plays off for minutes, 10 to shoot. Here's Matthews, 5 to shoot. The freshman, lefty, step back, buries it. And a steal. Minnis has the ball. An 8-0 roadie run.
I go inside now. On Providence, get the ball to Bats, the big guy. Get him the basketball.
Cotton. Right on cue, Pete Gillen. That's why Pete Gillen is the all-time wins leader in Xavier history and one of the all-time great coaches in college basketball and analysts. How about that? Kadeem Bats the setup right on cue from Pete. It's 8-6. Is that enough praise for you?
Thank you, Dave. I coach a lot better here sitting with you than I did when I was on the sideline.
Maruda, the co-captain and Rutgers transfer. A little too strong this time. Off the back iron, Fortune has the rebound. Trouble, Harris on the handle. Dan Hurley onto the court. You can see top of the screen. He wants a timeout, hoping for possession. Pleading with official Pat Driscoll. We knew we'd have a lot of energy and emotion in this one, the coaches included, with so much on the line. Carson DeRozier, the transfer from Wake Forest, 7-foot center, is in for Providence for the first time.
Now, Rhode Island has a big problem. They got DeRozier, who's a 7-footer, Dave, and Kadeem Bats is a big fella, 6'9". Rhode Island can't match up with them physically.
Tie up in that last play. Possession you saw going to Providence. Pat Driscoll did warn Dan Hurley a moment ago for conduct. Unsportsmanlike, he was on the court as you saw. Almost a sixth player for the Rams there. Cotton pulls up the dribble, Baruta, nice overplay. Great hustle each team. Comes away to Hinton. 10 to shoot for the Friars. Cotton lost it. And on the other end, a turnover. Munford unable to handle that long outlet pass from Onyekaba.
Rhode Island's playing terrific defense, Dave. Really containing the dribbler, putting pressure on Cotton.
Junior from Kalamazoo, Michigan for Dan Hurley. TJ Buchanan in for the first time. Baruta checks out.
This type of game, Providence really misses Chris Dunn, the McDonald's All-American point guard. The sophomore has a shoulder injury.
Cotton, tough shot. Too strong this time. And a foul call against Providence. Grappling for position on the rebound. Gonna be Bats.
They say there's no contact in basketball. Look at this. They go up for the ball. Diving on the floor. It's another angle, the same play. Drive by Cotton. He misses the shot. Two big guys go after it. Knocking each other. No room for the weak. Providence back to their man-to-man. Man-to-man now for the Friars. A change in D to try to get this young team from Rhode Island out of sync, out of their rhythm.
Buchanan. Here is Munford. Has not been able to get going so far in this one tonight. Matthews. Munford trying to get set up. Driving way up. Hassan Martin, the freshman, has his first two for Rhodey.
Rhode Island's playing at a very high level, Dave, right now. Very high level.
Cotton quiet so far, has not scored. Josh Fortune. Lee Goldsboro from England into the game for the first time. Open in the corner. Turns down a long-range shot. Foul call.
They're calling a lot tighter, Dave, as you know. Anything touch, any bump, you can't keep your hand on a player.
It's Hassan Martin. A freshman from Staten Island has his first. Jarrell Rochelle, a one-time starter for URI, into the lineup for the first time tonight for the Rams. And Biggie Minnis, the sophomore from Philadelphia, returns.
I think Bryce Cotton's got to be real aggressive, Dave. It's a lot of ball screens for him and have him really keep attacking.
0 for 2 so far. Bryce Cotton handles here, gets that high post pick, averaging 19 a game coming in. Here's Fortune. There's 3. 10 points in the last game for Providence at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, head-to-head with top 5 team Kentucky. And what a challenge that was for Providence, but Ed Cooley told us pregame it's going to make us a lot better in March, playing games like that now.
No question. Playing against that talent, that length, that size. Rhode Island's doing a nice job slowing it down, Dave. They can't run with Providence. They don't have the depth or the talent. 1 to 10.
Stefani Onyekaba misfires on that righty runner. Goldsboro runs the floor nicely and finishes. First 2 for the senior from Newcastle, England, Lee Goldsboro.
I was there this summer, Newcastle.
How was it?
It was beautiful. We saw a big-time premier football. They call it football in Europe. Newcastle played West Ham. Nice little town, mainly soccer though.
Awesome. Or football, right?
Football.
Missed out low for Hassan Martin. Here comes Cotton. Hinton will drive and hit. Dante Hinton, first field goal of the game. He came up so big last year against URI. 21 points, 17 rebounds in a 15-point Providence win at the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Providence back to a 2-3 zone now because they're kind of big. They can't go with the quickness of the Rams.
Fortune running. Cotton can't finish though. Great play. Defensive transition. TJ Buchanan got back. Great hustle.
The weakness in the zone now is the foul line area. Get the ball to the high post to the foul line if you're Rhode Island.
Onyekaba This time the reverse layup is not close. And here come the Friars. Cotton. Off for Fortune. Who's open from three? Way short this time.
It was a nice set play. Nice set play, Dave, by the Friars. Fortune was open, just couldn't finish.
But Jarrell Rochelle sure can with his first bucket. The sophomore spent the first 16 years of his life in Frankfurt, Germany. His dad in the U.S. Army. Went to high school, though, in New Jersey. Last 2 years. And became a top-ranked recruit. Great student. Went to Rice to begin his career and transferred to Rhode Island. Fortune misfires out of his range. And Onyekaba the easy rebound.
That was a force. Right now, Providence is going man-to-man defense on a miss. They're going back to a 2-3 zone. They're trying to get this young Rhode Island team out of their rhythm. Make them think. The more you think, Dave, the slower your feet get.
Dan, really big theme with us pregame. Can our team handle the big moment here? Will Providence thrive with the crowd? So far, Rams have responded pretty well. Henton's got the loose change. And here comes Fortune. Cotton 0 for 3 to begin the game tonight. Still, his team's got a 1-point lead. Hinton, long-range shot. Three ball, Adante Hinton. He's up to 7 points to lead the way for Providence, his 12th three of the season.
He's a warrior. He's really a tough guy. Had a great game last year against the Rams, and he's got to give him some offense now.
4 rebounds to go along with the 7 points for Hinton. Pressure defense extends. Martin can't answer. And it's one and done. Joe Rozier, the 7-footer, who spent 2 years at Wake Forest in the ACC before the transfer to Providence College. Brand new look, Big East. Providence has a shot to make some real noise in the league this year. Only 10 teams. Underway for the Riot Center, a 16-12 Providence lead. Finish, Kadeem Batts from Cotton.
This game is about intensity and passion and emotion. It means an awful lot to all these guys. Here we see now Providence run the offense. Cotton, who really plays a lot of the two, get on the floor, is diving, great hustle. Coach Hurley's on the court, 6 against 5. They're still going.
There he is.
It's Hurley helping out with the loose ball. He wants a timeout. Pat Driscoll winds him. No, he's just coaching. He's just coaching his players aggressively. Nothing wrong with that, Pat.
We got the misconduct warning from Pat Driscoll. Just a warning, no T, but Coach Hurley was really on the floor with his Rams.
Well, he's competing with his players.
In his second year here. Inbound play. Harris can't finish, but DeRozier has the offensive rebound. Another possession here for Providence. Still no points for Bryce Cotton. Bat, spin move, right low block. Blocked away. Baruta. Munford can't finish, but Xavier Munford, the team's leading scorer, nearly 15 points a game. He'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Great defense here by the Rams. Batts goes in, he thinks he's got it. Off the ball, great block inside. Push it ahead, great defense. They push it, going to the cup. Munford to the rim, foul, 2 shots for the Rams. We got a great game. Stay with us.
Student section pumped tonight. It's the Ruckus, nickname of the student section here at the Riot Center. 16-12 our score here. Coming up on AT&T at the half. Look at teams on the rise. Our basketball insider John Rothstein will tell us about some teams to watch nationally. Weekend preview. Pete and I covering separate games this weekend. They'll be big. We've got BYU UMass in Springfield. I've got San Diego State Washington out at Montezuma Mesa in SoCal. Highlights and stats all coming up. Great weekend. Hoops on the way.
Be a lot of fun, Dave.
Co-captain for Rhode Island, Xavier Munford, a senior from Hillsdale, New Jersey. has got one more. Shoots 75% from the line for the year. He has been with Coach Hurley since he was 14 years old. Was a member of the high school team that Coach Hurley led in New Jersey, one of the top schools in the country.
Good move by the Rams. I like the fact, Dave, that they're pressing because Bryce Cotton has played a lot of points, but he's more of an off guard. So try to wear him down.
That's St. Benedict's, Gray Bees, all those McDonald's All-Americans Coach Hurley had. Dad Bob, of course, coaches St. Anthony, a legend in the Naismith Hall of Fame. Harris fouled on the way up by Baruta. And Tyler Harris, transfer from NC State, will shoot two. Two on Gilvitas Baruta for Rhody.
He can't foul. He's too valuable now. 2 fouls. I think Coach Hurley's going to take him out now. Bring in Oyakaba.
Lefty Harris has one more. And Fani Onyekaba was the A-10 Rookie of the Week after that great game against Maine. Double-double, 21 and 10. Harris has a couple. Largest lead for Providence at 5 with 7 to go in this sold-out electric Ryan Center here tonight at Kingston.
Friars back to the 2-3 zone, trying to mix it up.
Munford's got to get going here, Pete.
Exactly. Bad pass by Munford.
Harris runs the floor well. A whistle, and he's bumped on the way to the basket.
Turnover, attacking the basket. Harris goes up. Now we're going to get some shots. It's going to hurt with Brutus out now in transition or in a regular half-court offense because he's their best big guy. Most experienced big guy.
Fouls on Hassan Martin. That's his second. Baruta's got to watch now for the 2 fouls, and a rare miss for Harris. Shoots 89.7% from the free throw line at 35 for 39 coming in. Biggie Minnis has returned. Rhode Island, and Rochelle checks out. Harris hits the second.
A guy who can score now for Rhode Island is E.C. Matthews, Dave. I love him. I think he's a terrific young player. Reminds me of Catino Mobley, who played for the Rams when I was coaching in the mid-90s. He can score. Get him the ball.
Someone's got to step up here. Matthews long-range shot. Misfires. Onyekaba with some hustle down low from Hassan Martin. But DeRozier cleans it up at 7 feet. Loves to alter shots. That's what Carson said this week. I know my role in this team. It's not to score. It's to protect the rim, and he's done a nice job of that tonight.
Done a nice job, Dave. And the Rams are real thin on the front line. That's the difference right now.
50 to shoot. DeRozier's going to try a long-range shot. Matthews with a left, can't finish. And the rebound pulled down by Tyler Harris. Still nothing for Bryce Cotton. 0 for 3 from the floor. Not been a factor offensively, but his team still has a lead. That's got to be good news for Ed Cooley.
Definitely. He's running the team. Rams got to score now in transition.
Minutes passing. Blocking foul. Harris recovering. Head-to-head with Munford.
Those are not easy shots, but you have to finish that. You got to get 3 now. Nice pass by Minnis. Munford got to make that. He's a tremendous player, Dave. He's got to finish that.
Key foul, Tyler Harris. Team's second leading scorer, 13 a game, has got 2 personals now. And here's Munford with another. And a nice chat today with Xavier, co-captain of this team. Leading scorer as Fortune comes back in for Providence in the A-10 returning. Last year's leader was Khalif Wyatt of Temple. He's now playing pro ball overseas in China. Missed there for Munford. Xavier told us today what this game means to he and his teammates. Bragging rights, it's his final matchup in the regular season with Providence. There's a lot of players on the Friar team. There's been a lot of talk on Twitter and Facebook this week between the two sides. An intense rivalry. There's a foul call.
Coach Hurley told us this afternoon, Dave, when we were at the shoot-around, that we got to stay in the game early. We got to hang in there, you know, and because we don't want to get down 12-15. So they're hanging around now, but they got to cash in. They're leaving some points on the board. The free throws, the layups in traffic. They're not easy shots. They have to finish.
16 foul. First half, Rhode Island. Here's Hinton. Off a curl play. That's
Hinton can be the difference maker in this game. Get him the basketball.
DeRozier up top. High-low play for Bats, who has the easy layup.
A lot of times the best guy that can pass to a big guy is another big guy because they know how they're being played. They know the angles. Great pass that time. High-low for the Friars.
It's a great point. And DeRozier at 7 feet tall. Saw that play open up perfectly. Matthews too short on the left-handed runner. And DeRozier has a rebound. Here's Fortune.
Danger time for the Rams now. They can't let this game get away from them.
Bats up top. Works on Martin. Wild shot off the side of the backboard. Miss for Matthews for 2. The freshman's got 4 in the first half. And Cooley doesn't like what he sees. A third-year Providence head coach calls a timeout. Providence 5-0 at home, their best home start since 2010-11 when they went 6-0. Would love to get another win here, Pete, tonight against their arch rivals.
Yep, great defense now by DeRozier. They push it ahead. Nice high-low. DeRozier, veteran, transfer from Wake Forest. The 5th-year senior, Kadeem Bats. Great basketball by the Friars.
Bats had 23, a game high against URI last year in that 15-point Providence win at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Cotton 0 for 3 from the field. Does have 2 assists. A leading scorer of the Big East last year. And the top Friar scorer this year completely shut down. Maybe that changes right here. On cue! A 3-pointer for Cotton.
You call it, Dave. You're clairvoyant.
Not as much as you are, Pete, with that great X and O call earlier. Another 3 for Bryce Cotton. He's got 16 triples on the year.
2-3 zone by the Friars. The high post is open. Try to get the ball to the high post if I'm the Rams.
Largest Providence lead of the night. Can Matthews respond? In the paint, feeding, and a huge slam. Hassan Martin's got 4. Thunderous hammer dunk.
Great pass by E.C. Matthews. Freshman, Dave. I think he's really, really a good player.
Steal Martin. Buchanan. First 2 for TJ.
I like the fact that the Rams are pressing Dave. Good move by Coach Dan Hurley. Come after him. Wear down Cotton. These other guys got to get DeRozier tired. The big 3s for the Friars.
DeRozier on a double team, lost it, then regains for Cotton. He'll fire from the long range. 3-pointer for Cotton. Back-to-back triples for the senior from Tucson, Arizona. And Providence back in business thanks to their leader. 7-point game.
They never leave him alone. The leading scorer in the Big East last year, 20 a game.
17 threes this year, leads the way for Providence as well. Dangerous. Matthews, the lefty, head strip, LaDontae Hinton for Cotton. He'll run the floor and lay it in. Chance for a 3-point play. Bryce Cotton, a 7-point explosion for Cotton. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Terrific defense by the Friars. Good defense leads to offense. Push it ahead. Push it ahead for a run, Friars, run. To Cotton. He's got some Cotton. Plans for a 3-point play.
Providence coach Ed Cooley told us pregame in the Friar locker room, a lot like a Big East atmosphere for his team. Thought they'd learn a lot tonight, and they've got a nice lead. Take a look at the AP poll driven by the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee. Michigan State upset by North Carolina. What a weird year it's been. Roy Williams, Tar Heels back and forth.
Well, how about Wisconsin now? All right, number 8 in the country. I think that was a big surprise. And your Syracuse Orange, Dave, fourth in the country. How do they do it? Year after year, they lose great players to the pros. They reload, got great talent. And Duke is very good, but got some weaknesses there. Oak State, we'll see what happens. But I think it's wide open. I don't think there's one great team, Dave. I think there's 9 or 10 really, really strong teams.
Kentucky beat Providence head-to-head at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Home of the Atlantic 10 championship in March. Dan Hurley would like to get Rhode Island there. Cotton can't finish the three-point play. A great layup and a personal 8-0 run for Bryce Cotton comes to an end. Largest lead of the night here for the Friars. Baruta has returned for Rhode Island with the 2 fouls. Dan Hurley needs him to produce here.
It's a gamble, but I like it. You got to take chances. You don't want to be the richest guy in the cemetery and try to do everything politically correct.
Biggie Minnis off a dangerous skip pass, but way off on his runner in the paint. Bats the rebound. Here comes Cotton.
Hinton's a guy. They can't guard him. I'd post him up, Dave, or I'd have him isolate. I don't think... I like Buchanan's a good play, but he can't guard LaDante Hinton.
Here's Fortune. Front iron on a 3. DeRozier, strong offensive rebound for the 7-footer, but he had it stripped. Xavier Munford, can he get going in transition? Had that one knocked away. Ed Cooley says that went off of Xavier Munford. Only 1:07 to go here in the first half.
Munford only has 2 points. He's the leading returning scorer in the A-10 this year, Dave. He's got to get some points for Rhode Island to upset this talented Providence team.
I think Ed Cooley might have been right there. Friars in his zone. A minute to go, first half. Baruta with the 2 fouls against DeRozier. Lots of contact, and he hits a wild shot. Gilvitas Baruta, chance for a 3-point play. How about that?
Yep. High post is what's open, Dave, against a 2-3 zone. Baruta goes in. Nice jump stop, up and under. He throws it up. The prayers answered. We'll take it. You're Rhode Island. Good offense. Great move by Dan Hurley. Put him back in, Dave. Took some courage. I love it.
Paid off, right?
But Baruta's got to be smart now. He can't commit a foolish foul in the last 55 seconds.
Junior from Lithuania. Former all-freshman player in the Big East from Rutgers is out now. Little offense, defense, trying to avoid that 3rd foul as Coach Hurley. Good move there.
Great move by Dan Hurley. Get him out. You don't want to commit a foolish foul.
45 seconds and counting. Fading first half clock here.
Hinton's a guy. LaDante Hinton, I don't think Rhode Island can guard him.
He's in the right wing right now, Pete. 23 in the black jersey. Cotton with 10 to shoot. 30 on the first half game clock. Bats baseline. Bumps. Hassan Martin was in the vicinity. If that's his foul, it's his 3rd here. The freshman from Staten Island.
Nice move. Call has called, and it's a good call. Contact. They want freedom of movement, Dave. I know you've been immersed in football, doing a great job, CBS Sports Network, and you're adjusting well. You're in postseason 4. Baruta's back.
Martin's got 3 fouls, Coach. So Hassan's got to sit.
Yep. Well, Baruta just has to be smart now.
1-1 for Bats. The senior miss in the front iron. Shot clock turned off. 23 and counting first half. And Dan Hurley wants to talk it over. We'll have the exciting conclusion of the first half from the Ryan Center in Kingston right after this.
In 1919, my ancestor Marcel Tolkowski invented the ideal cut diamond, unlocking the true beauty of the diamond. For over 90 years, we have continued to perfect this diamond.
Now Kay Jewelers brings you Tolkowski Ideal Cut diamonds from the family that invented the Ideal Cut. At Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
From our family to the beginning of yours.
Yes. Every kiss begins with K.
Pete, as a Syracuse alum and longtime Central New York resident, I've got to give Pat Driscoll a big shout out. Tipperary Hill City of Syracuse. Pat, one of 3 very busy officials here tonight.
We got a great crew. Once again, they did Michigan State, North Carolina. Wonderful upset. Paul Hess used to do my games when I was at Virginia. Is another fabulous official. Jeff Clark is a tremendous official. So we got one of the best crews in the country tonight. They're doing an outstanding job. Once again, this type of emotional game, you need top-of-the-line guys, and we have 3 great officials tonight.
Managing the emotion. Each coach told us pregame how critical that would be. And so far, I'd say I'm pretty impressed with each team's demeanor. Have not let the emotions overboil by any stretch.
Exactly. They're playing hard. They're really competing. Tremendous intensity. Keep it in check, which it is. It's a game. It's a big game, but it's a game.
15 seconds. We'll see what Coach Hurley had in mind off the timeout.
With the ball to the high post.
Under 10 seconds. Munford drives, hangs, hits. Tough shot for Xavier Munford. First field goal of the half. Long-range shot from Fortune to end the half is off the mark. And we've reached the halfway point. Friars 5-0 this year. Fred Cooley went leading at the break. Rhode Island and Dan Hurley undefeated. At 3-0, Dan Hurley and Pat Driscoll will continue the discussion after the buzzer.
Again, he's trying to make his point.
#124th all-time meeting between these great Ocean State rivals. It's been fun to watch the first half. Friars lead by 4. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. AT&T at the half is coming your way. Friars by 4 at the break. Welcome back to AT&T at the half. A year ago, these teams met. LaDontae Henton had a huge game for the Friars. 21 points, 17 rebounds, 4 steals, and a 15-point Friar win. We're at halftime of the latest edition of the Ocean State rivalry. Welcome back, Dave and Pete. What a weekend, Coach, you've got on CBS Sports Network coming up. College basketball. You'll be calling BYU UMass down the road in Springfield. I'll be in San Diego State, Washington, Mountain West Pac-12. I can't wait. Let's talk about Tyler Hawes and BYU. He's a great player.
Should be a tremendous game. Both teams love to go up and down the court, chucking and ducking, heaving and leaving. Tyler Hawes is a fabulous scorer. When he gets hot, he's murder. He can beat you from downtown. He's got a good mid-range game. There's his partner, Matt Carlino, with the pull-up jump shot. They got outstanding guards. They're very quick. And Chaz Williams might be the player of the year in the A-10 before it's all over. Really a fabulous guard. He turned their program around. Very exciting. He's very, very talented. Tyler Hawes knocking down shots from downtown. Nice shot fake. He can really hit floaters, leaners. He's a special player.
Also, Cincinnati from the AAC against New Mexico. Great matchup of the Pitt coming up. Villanova, 14th ranked, coming off a huge win last night at the Big Five over Penn. Another Philly matchup with St. Joe's.
A lot of excitement. Sean Kilpatrick from Cincinnati is a fabulous guard. Big guy Alex Kirk is very, very talented. There's a lot of good players. Pinkston from Villanova is excellent. St. Joe's, Langston Galloway. Wilcox you're going to see this weekend from Washington. He's excellent. And Thames, the guard from San Diego State. It's going to be an unbelievable weekend on CBS Sports Network.
Xavier Thames had 26 points for San Diego State, and Steve Fisher head-to-head with Creighton and Doug McDermott. Creighton then was ranked number 20. Great weekend. A lot of those teams, Coach, could be in the big dance in March.
Definitely. A lot of them are going to play in the postseason. Tremendous teams. A great weekend of college basketball on CBS Sports Network. Be there.
We'll be there, the East Coast and the West Coast here on CBS Sports Network. We're at halftime here. We've got much more coming up from Kingston, Rhode Island. It's the Ocean State rivalry. URI head-to-head with Providence College.
This has been AT&T at the half. Rethink possible.
Your index finger for almost everything. The only smartphone with a rear key. LG G2. Easy volume control. Easy self-portrait. Easy control with your index finger. Learning from you. LG G2.
The DirecTV customers you're about to meet have allowed us to switch their service to Dish Network.
So we called Dish Network to find out exactly what we could record and what we couldn't record with the Hopper. We thought that you could record 6 shows all at the same time. Then after the call, it seems like you can only record 2 shows during prime time. And the 4 other shows are what Dish Network tells you can watch, which is what's on the networks. So I am still very confused about what you can and what you can't do with Dish Network.
Paul and I have been friends, well,
forever.
He's the one person who loves pizza more than I do.
We're obsessed.
We decided to make our obsession our livelihood. The business was really good. And our sauce supplier told me, you gotta get QuickBooks. QuickBooks manages money, tracks sales and expenses.
We even use it to accept credit cards. Somebody buys a pie with a credit card, boom, all the accounts update. And when we started hiring, we turned on payroll.
It's like our pizza. You add the toppings you want, leave off the ones you don't. Now business is in really great shape.
Start using Intuit QuickBooks for free at QuickBooks.com.
Hearts. They get all the love. What about me, the liver? When you overindulge, I clean you up. If that's not love, what is?
Love your liver with Liverite Liverade, the natural dietary supplement that aids and supports liver function. Impurities in your liver can make you feel sluggish. Liverite's unique formula cleanses your liver from impurities in your diet and environment, so you can have better energy, better quality of life.
Love your liver with Liverite.
Available at CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, and Walmart.
In its history, Providence has played 3 schools more than 100 times. URI 124, Brown 120, and Boston College 108 times. It's a great college basketball rivalry. Dave Ryan alongside Pete Gillen was 2-2 in his 4 years at Providence, head-to-head with the Rams. Is it what you remember, the rivalry tonight?
Oh, yeah. Great emotion, great passion. The whole town comes out. Politicians, big-timers like you were there. It's a lot of fun. Once again, it's a lot of pressure for the coach, but it's a lot of fun. Fans love it. Players love it. Media love it. It's a great atmosphere.
And a lot of fun so far for Providence College from the Big East Conference. Checking first half highlights. LaDontae Henton getting it going for the Friars.
This guy's a fabulous player. He attacked the basket, scores in traffic. Here we see the nice help out by the Rams, a skip pass. Henton buries the downtown 3. And a great game, as you know, Dave, last year against Rhode Island. Good hustle by DeRozan. He did a fabulous job off the bench. Cotton dials it up from downtown. The leading scorer in the Big East last year. Here he comes off the screen. Catch and shoot, money. He really improved, Dave. As a freshman, he averaged 4 a game. Last year was 19.7 a game. The Rams are hanging tough, though. Here we see Mumford with a nice drive in traffic. Kiss it off the glass over the big guy, DeRozan. Nice move. Baruta with a nice jump stop against the zone. Throws it up. Kiss it off the glass. Big shot. A lot of emotion by Baruta.
Let's take a look at tonight's shot chart brought to you by HP. Bryce Cotton, coach, had a tough start to the game, missed his first 3, then really got going.
Keeps working now. He's a fabulous player. We see the mixture in green now. He's 3 for 6, 2 for 3 from downtown. So he's a scorer, Dave. He's got a mid-range game. He's got floaters, leaners. He's got all sorts of shots. He'll find a way. The Rams got to defend him the second half.
Preseason first-team All-Big East player who had 23 against Kentucky in the Friars' last game. Check out the numbers, Coach, through 20. What do you see here?
The big thing here is the three-point shooting of the Friars. 4 for 9. The Rams are only 0 for 2. That's the difference in the game right now. The Rams got to hit a couple of shots from downtown. Points in the paint. Rams are doing a nice job in transition, Dave. Free throws about the same. Shooting about 47, 44%, pretty close. So right now, it's the three-point shooting by the Friars. Got them a slight lead.
Points in the paint stat interesting because Ed Cooley hoped his team, with players like Kadeem Batts, could take advantage of better play inside against undersized Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Chris Dunn being out for Providence College, shoulder injury, out indefinitely. And Jordan Harris missing for Rhode Island, a big man for Dan Hurley's team, has left the school for personal reasons, not expected to return this year. And he was a valuable post player, had 14 head-to-head with Providence last year in the post.
He did a great job last year. That's a big loss for the Rams. So both these teams are not what they were, Dave, a couple of months ago. They thought they'd have Chris Dunn. A couple of freshmen for the Friars are suspended for off-the-court activities that were not what they wanted, whatever. So hopefully they'll get them back. So both teams are not fully loaded, but both playing very, very hard. They're both going to have excellent seasons.
Brandon Austin, Rodney Bullard suspended indefinitely for Providence. Expected to add depth this year. Friars would love to have them back, maybe for the Big East skid. We'll see. Underway, second half, Rhode Island home whites in this Ocean State rivalry.
First 4 minutes of the second half are key, Dave. Which team is going to grab the game by the throat?
Munford's got to get going, Pete. You're right. High-low play. Baruta through traffic. Way off on a shot attempt, though. Onyekaba has trouble as well, and a whistle and a foul down low against Providence. We hope Ed Cooley's feeling all right. Had the IV pregame, dehydrated with his inner ear infection. He said sometimes it's tough to see and focus on certain things, but he's grinding through the illness, the coach here.
He's doing a great job at Providence. He's recruiting really, really well. He's a wonderful guy, class guy. He's going to bring the Friars back really high.
Last foul's on the Dante Henton, his first. Munford through traffic, left can't finish. Maruda tied up. Possession arrow the other way.
Good call by Pat Driscoll, Dave. Terrific official. In traffic, you had to finish that. Munford, nice rebound by Maruda. Tied up by Harris. Good defense for the Friars.
Last 5 minutes of the first half, Cotton really got going with his 3 field goals. Henton, strong move against Baruta, who's got the 2 fouls. Second crack at it, can't hit.
They're going right inside at Baruta, which is a good move, Dave. Try to get him his third. He's the best big guy for Rhode Island. Most experienced and most talented.
That's 6'8", 245. A junior from Lithuania and a team captain. Rhode Island. Cotton, inbounds play, can't hit a 3. Baruta has a long defensive glass for Rhodey. E.C. Matthews. Baruta watched by Harris. 15 to shoot. Matthews. Back iron on a 3 try. Long rebound. Cotton lost it. It was shaken up, and then palming call goes against Rhode Island. Turnover.
Dan Hurley doesn't like that.
Turnover of the game. Pete, sorry about that.
Sorry, David. Didn't like that. Dan Hurley was a point guard, a terrific player at Seton Hall. He's very emotional. You want emotion as a coach. Because players want you in the mix with you.
Especially in a game like this.
Right.
Heated in-state rivals, only 32 miles apart, the 2 campuses.
You're in the mix with me. You're in the mud with me. We're in the glue.
All season, Pete. Can't wait. First game of the year together.
Love it.
Cotton kicks into the corner. Henton, long-range shot. Short on a 3. Onyekaba battles baseline. Great hustle. And Fonny Onyekaba. Biggie Minnis can't finish. How about Munford? Stick back. Finally, some points in the second half.
Great heart for Rhode Island. Tremendous heart and courage on that play.
Munford at 6'2", the senior guard from New Jersey. Has been with Dan Hurley so long. Wants his last game against Providence to be a winning effort as Cotton gets fouled.
Great hustle, getting the ball out of bounds. They push it ahead. The Rams are very good in transition, attacking the basket and miss. But Munford, a terrific tap. 6'2" guard, they tapping it in.
Here's Cotton, almost automatic at the free throw line. Great stat nationally for Providence. Entering this week at 82% as a team, second in Division I. Only Boston College is better at 84.3%. Cotton's got 2. And 10 points in the game for Bryce Cotton. First player tonight into double figures. Last foul's on Onyekaba, his first. For URI, here's Munford, 15 to shoot. E.C. Matthews. Offensive foul. Two on the freshman from just outside Detroit, Romulus, Michigan.
Matthews attacks the basket, but 2 dribbles, 1 dribble there. Nice job by Batts. This year senior, veteran, close play.
As Ed Cooley told us pregame in the Friar locker room, having seniors in a game like this, so critical.
Yep. Batts is a 5th-year senior.
They've been around, been through the wars.
Yep, they've been a lot of big games on the road.
Batts free. Pump fake. And 2 for Kadeem Batts. He's got half a dozen. The senior from Boston. Preseason honorable mention pick. Big East this year.
Yeah. Big, strong player, Dave. 6'9", about 245.
Onyekaba goes up strong on Bats. And Canadian picks up his second foul, challenging Ifeanyi Onyekaba, the sophomore, at 6'8" from Nigeria.
Little Bronx cheer from the Rhode Island fans. They finally, nice attack in the basket. Nice job by the big guy, Onyekaba, going up strong. That's what they got to do. They got to attack the rim. Then they got to cash it in on the free throw line.
The double-double for Onyekaba we've been telling you about against Maine to open the season for Uri was the first in a debut game for a Ram since 96-97. First double-double to begin a career.
Very impressive, Dave. Very impressive.
In Rhode Island history, since that's a long time between double-doubles and debut games. He's got one more free throw, and he's going to be relied on, Pete, so critically for rebounding. At 6'8", he might be their best post player.
Exactly. It's Coach Hurley now. It's like he's playing a game. Unfortunately, the big guy, Onyekaba, only shoots 48% from the free throw line.
Way off on each there, 0 for 2. Good hustle, though. Matthews. Timeout called by Dan Hurley just in time before there was a tie-up. Dan Hurley and Rhode Island want this win very badly tonight. 6-point lead. Providence from the Big East over Rhode Island from the Atlantic 10. Here are tonight's Geico difference makers. Pete, Bryce Cotton, rough start tonight. Really gotten going now. He's got 10.
Yeah, he's got 10 points, 2 for 4 from three-point land. He's a tremendous player, leading returning scorer. The Big East did a great job last year. First team all Big East. A fabulous player. And Xavier Munford, very talented player also. Only got 6 points tonight. He leads him with 15. He's got to get going, Dave, in the second half. But he's a guy who can beat you off the dribble as well as knock down the three.
Xavier had a observation studies presentation today in his class he told us about. Hoped he got an A. Thought it went very well. Sociology major here at Rhode Island. Set to get his degree in the spring. Here's Baruta. Inbounds play. Runner. Gilvitas Baruta has got 7. It's a big conversion off the inbounds and a timeout, Pete, to create some momentum here for Rhody.
Exactly. It was almost a 5-second violation, Dave. You're at home, sometimes you get 6.5, but don't tell anybody. It was a long 5.
Harris back in the game for Providence College. Off the screen, little high-low play. Fortune open, can't finish though. On the easy one, Baruta the rebound.
Rams got to score in transition.
Biggie Minnis. Baruta crashes the glass, plays it in.
Baruta steps up. We talked to Dan Hurley. He said, when I coached him in high school at St. Benedict's Prep in Jersey, he played great in the big games. He's playing great right now. He just can't get in foul trouble, Dave. He's got to be smart.
Still has the 2 personals that he picked up in the first half. Student section really going here. An answer, though, for Cotton.
Bryce is so nice. Tough to guard. He can beat you a lot of different ways, Dave.
You've had that one ready all day. Bryce is nice. That's good.
No.
Any more for us?
No, I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to be like Whistler's mother. But sit in a wheelchair and just relax in a rocking chair and just chill out. You take over.
Game high 12 for Cotton. Here's Matthews. He'll drive, but can't finish. And Bats has an offensive glass for Providence. Cotton's on the move. Harris. Pump fake. Drives. Hits with a left. Tyler Harris. Sweet move to the rack. He's got 7.
Nice job moving, weaving in and out of traffic. The Rams are missing some shots at the rim, Dave. Not easy shots, but they got to finish that.
Harris had 15 in the win over Vandy at the Paradise Jam St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, and then he picks up a foul down low, battling on the baseline. Gilvitas Baruta hustles, and that helps Rhode Island.
Doing a great job. Here we come. Cotton with a fade. In the air, splash. He's in the house.
Dan Hurley told us after the Rhode Island shoot-around here at the Ryan Center today, it would be an emotional game for his players, for the fans, and for himself, Pete. How about
he's in a stance.
Coach Hurley? He's on the court. He's the 6th Ram out there.
Doing a great job. He's counseling his players aggressively.
Big difference from last year. They really struggled in his first season taking over after doing such great things at Wagner. This is a better team this year.
Dan Hurley's doing a great job recruiting, changing the culture. The 6-3 record, points per game much better, free throw percentage better, assists better. So he's doing a wonderful job rebuilding this program.
They were 8-21 last year, 3-13 in the Atlantic 10 in his debut season here in Kingston. Taking over for a long time, Coach Jim Barron.
Jim Barron did an excellent job. I worked with Jim in Notre Dame for 4 years. He did a real good job.
Won a lot of games here, you're right.
It's tough to play state for 10 years, 11 years. It's very difficult. The reason is, once you get enemies, they stay your enemies. They want to prove that they're right.
Fortune. Baseline. Harris. Nice save to Rozier. Head it blocked. Henton couldn't finish. Too strong on the runner. Oruda, big defensive rebound. Here's Biggie Minnis. Onyekaba. Critical stage of the game for Rhode Island to stay neck and neck with their longtime rivals, and they're right there.
Exactly. Once again now, LaDante Henton's too quick for Baruta. Get the ball to Henton. Get him the basketball.
Double team, help from Minnis, and a bump and a foul.
Good call.
Baruta has picked up his third.
Yeah. Baruta plays with a big heart. Terrific hustle. Big guy DeRozier. It's a piece of the shot. Along with the big guy. Nice rebound in traffic. He pushes the break. It's not a wise foul, Dave. Fouling somebody 38 feet from the basket.
He'll sit now with 3 fouls against Providence in his last season at Rutgers. Baruta had 21 points when both teams were in the Big East Conference.
Dave, I'd sit him for about 3 minutes. You don't want to wait too long, because all of a sudden they could be down 10 or 12, and it's Katie by the door.
DeRozier lost it. Good hustle, Minnis. Regained by Henton. And a foul call against Rhode Island.
A lot of referees in the stands. Great hustle on the floor. Minnis had it, he loses it. It looks like Rochelle fouled him from behind.
First on Jarrell Rochelle, a sophomore and transfer from Rice in Conference USA.
The good thing we have a veteran crew here, Dave, because it's a tough game to officiate with the emotion and passion in this game.
And you know, as a head coach, you got to work those officials in a game like this.
You do. That's part of the thing. You got to counsel them aggressively.
Cotton off a curl. Can't hit on a 3. Rims out. Harris, strong offensive rebound. Put back in the baseline is short. And Rochelle, a rebound for URI. Munford, runner with a right, can't hit. Follow off the glass and in. Hassan Martin's got half a dozen. This place is rocking. Cotton can't finish on the back door. DeRozier. But the ball is out of bounds. The ruckus is in an uproar, and Dan Hurley loves it.
Tonight's 50-50 raffle winner. If you have ticket number
39-37. In a back-and-forth game with so much energy and emotion on the line. It's been loud tonight, Pete, several times, but not as loud as this right now.
No, well, once again, the Rams are sensing we get a chance. It will be a big win for Providence, but I think even bigger for a young Rhode Island team. But you got to love the heart of Rhode Island. Their passion, their intensity, they're playing great.
We'll take a timeout. Exciting action from Kingston resumes right after this. The quarterfinals of the NIT. North Carolina A&T was an NCAA team, and Southern Miss an NIT team under Donnie Tyndall last year. Energy here tonight at the Riot Center. Bragging rights on the line. Lots of pride with so many great basketball fans in Rhode Island.
A lot of great tradition on both schools. 2-3 zone by the Friars. The high post is open.
Martin lost it on the way up. That ball almost went off a Providence player into the basket. Here's Cotton.
The Rams are squandering some baskets by the rim.
Hard to imagine that stat we saw a moment ago. Rhode Island has not hit a three all game. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc tonight.
Dave, coming into the game, as you know, they're only 28% from three-point land, but you think at a home gym in a big game like this, you'll be able to hit a couple.
5 to shoot. Fortune pulls up. Front iron. Henton can't find a rebound. Matthews can. Xavier Munford for 2.
Get the ball to Hinton now. He's the X factor.
6-0 Ram run.
Rhode Island can't guard Hinton. Get him the ball, number 23 on the left wing.
Cotton double team. Here is Hinton right on cue. He'll drive baseline and finish. Coach Gillen calls it again. He's got 9.
He's a tough guy, Dave. He can knock the 3. He can put it on the deck. He's a junior. He's a warrior.
He had 11 double-doubles last year. And one against Boston College to begin the season for Providence, and an overtime win over BC from the ACC. It was 15-13. Munford has it roll out. And bats the rebound for Providence College.
Oh, keep going to Hinton, Dave. Post him up inside, get him the ball.
Cotton, 15 to shoot. That's beyond his range. 10 to shoot. Cotton with 5. He'll pull up from 3. Whoa, way off the mark. Never got the rim. And a shot clock violation against Providence College.
Hey, we're in transition now. We see the Euro dribble. Nice job by Munford. A little step across. Manu Ginobili. Nice finish. Heck of a move by Xavier Munford. Rams are very effective there when they get out and run.
Canada's out. You see Matthews' contact lens issues.
He's an outstanding.
Back in. He's good.
Yeah, he's an outstanding young player, David. Said before, he reminds me of a young Catino Mobley who played for
That's high
Rhode
praise,
Island.
Pete.
It is, but Mobley's a great player. You know, went to the NBA. There's Hurley coaching his lungs out.
Matthews, one of 8 freshmen nationally, averaging at least 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. That list includes Kentucky's Julius Randle, Duke's Jabari Parker. That's some seriously lofty company for E.C. Matthews.
2-3 zone by the Friars. Once again, the high post is open. Get the ball to the foul line area.
Here's Matthews. That 3 rattles out. Kept alive by Rhode Island. Matthews challenged by DeRozier, and the 7-footer got a piece of it. It's out of bounds off of E.C. Matthews, Rhode Island's second leading scorer.
You got to love the job that DeRozier's doing, Dave. Quietly, but he's contesting shots, changing shots. Maybe gets away with a foul here and there, but he's a warrior in the paint. Doesn't do a great job offensively, but defensively, I think he's been very effective. He's really helped Providence tonight.
Friars only 4 of 16 shooting in the second half. Henton lost it. Nice overplay. Left low block defensively by the Rams.
They players at all levels do not feed the post well. That time, not a good angle. You got to take a couple dribbles to the corner because the defense. Here we see now we got a crack through here in our camera group. Harris, you got to take a dribble, bad angle. Take 2 dribbles to the left, throw it inside.
Goldsboro, the senior from Newcastle, England, is back in for Providence. I'm sure when you had the clinic in England, you talked about feeding the low post, right?
We did.
Among many things.
Many things, yes. But I love the soccer game, the European football day. It's unbelievable. And Newcastle, here's a stat. The men, when they die the last 20 years, 47% of the men that die in Newcastle want to be buried with their soccer jerseys, with their black. The guy told me that. A friend of mine who's from England, Bill Badley, said that. 47% last 20 years. Talk about passion.
That's a grim stat, Pete. 2 fouls now, 3 on Bats.
I just want to give you some completely useless information, Dave.
Michelle, the native of Frankfurt, Germany, has one more.
We better get back to hoop, right? We got to forget the European football.
Probably a better idea after that number.
I'm just passing on some information. Yeah, you got to be flexible, Dave. The jungle out there.
Harris has the rebound. 1 of the 2 there for Jarrell Rochelle. A 1-point game tonight in Kingston between these 2 great rivals.
The Rams could be hanging around, Dave. Last 4 minutes, be down 3 or less. They got a chance to steal us.
Another nice overplay. On a low block attempt, Hassan Martin got in the way of Kadeem Bats. Baruda's in with the 3 fouls. Cotton inbound play, buries a 3. He's got 15. That's his 3rd 3 of the game.
A great player. He's only shooting 30% from 3-point land coming into this contest.
18 threes in the year for Cotton now. Baruda. Chance for a 3-point play. Yovidas Baruda. Baruda playing with the 3 fouls. Great effort. Chance for a 3-point play when we return. All right, Coach Cohn, Friars by 2. Let's recap with the AT&T game summary. What do you see here?
Well, the big thing is 3-point shooting day. Friars are 5 for 14. Rams 0 for 4. Cotton's playing great. It's a great play with Baruda's playing great for his team. So we had a terrific contest. I think it's going to go right down to the wire. You got to love the passion of the Rhode Island players. Playing with Coach Hurley, emotional. He's fired up. He's getting the guys really digging in. He's talking to the officials. He's doing a great job.
11th season of college basketball here at the Ryan Center. It's jam-packed tonight. It's 7,657. It's been sold out for weeks. The most anticipated matchup of the early season here in this part of New England. Baruda completes a 3-point play. The Rutgers transfer, leading rebounder and captain for URI, makes it a 1-point game.
Cotton's got to keep being aggressive, Dave. If I'm the Friars, I want Cotton shooting it or Henton.
Harris, kick out to Rozier, 10 to shoot for Providence. Cotton, step back, 3 is short. Baruda the rebound. Here's Munford. Nothing doing there. Help from Cotton. Dangerous play, Minnis. Someone's open. Good rotation for Henton. Cotton runs, and a follow for Harris. Almost in the cylinder there.
That was close, Dave. You're right. That was close, but Paul Hess had a good angle. He communicated to Pat Driscoll. Good play. That's good teamwork.
9 in the game for Harris. 10 to shoot for Munford. He's the leader and captain. Got to step up. Big moments like this. Baruta is bumped. Second foul on Bryce Cotton.
Rams got bailed out, Dave. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Cooley didn't like that. Ed Cooley's done a fabulous job with the Friar program, Dave. Recruiting really well, coaching. He's got him going the right direction.
5 team fouls each. Second half. Minutes is out. Munford pulls up and can't hit from 17. And Harris has a big rebound offensively for Providence.
Go to Hinton. Get Hinton the basketball. Screen him into the post, Dave.
You've been saying that all night, Pete. All night. He's their star. Josh Fortune. DeRozier at 7 feet. Right low block. Spins and hits. An impressive move for Carson DeRozier, who has got his first bucket of the night.
Nice move, Dave. That surprised me. He's a good player, but that was a heck of a jump hook.
His best at Providence, 7 points, done that 3 times. Had 8 rebounds against Brown early season game, the transfer from Wake. E.C. Matthews for 2. Impressive move with the left.
The left-handed Dave, very talented, can knock down a 3, goes off the bounce. He's only a freshman, he's a baby, but heck of a player for the Rams. Friars keep going inside.
Offensive foul, says Pat Driscoll, against Cotton. And that's the 3rd on Bryce Cotton.
Ed Cooley didn't like that one. He's getting animated now. There's Cooley doing a great job. Jackets off.
He knows a lot about this rivalry. Grew up in Providence, Rhode Island.
Yep.
He was a one-time assistant at Rhode Island as well.
Did a great job at Boston College, Dave, as you know. So he's a fabulous coach and did a wonderful job for the Friars.
Block shot on the baseline. Ed Cooley came to Providence after leading Fairfield. Your alma mater in success was the MAC Coach of the Year, 2011.
Did a wonderful job for Fairfield. Got him into the NIT, postseason play. And he got the job here, his hometown, his dream job, but he's doing an excellent job for the Friars.
Xavier Munford, left-handed shot, no. Baruta, no on a tip. Friar ball.
We saw Coach Dan Hurley going very, very emotional. Didn't like the call. We didn't make sure the referees had the back turn because you got to be careful. You don't want to get a tee in a close game, Dave. I should have got a lot more tees. I might still be coaching.
Do you know the stat on how many tees you got? Do you have that?
No, I don't
written
keep
down
that.
somewhere?
I should have had a few more. I should have counseled the referees a little more aggressively than I did.
Or less, depending on the situation, right?
You got to be smart. You don't want to get a technical, 2 free throws on the ball. That would be devastating now for either team. That's
each team, each coach, fan base, they all want this one. Henton, left-handed move, rattles around and out, did everything but go in. DeRozier rebound, and he's fouled.
These are tight rims. We've seen a lot of shots rolling in and out.
First foul on the captain, and senior Xavier Munford for Dan Hurley. And DeRozier at 7 feet, the junior from Windham, New Hampshire. A big fan of Kevin Garnett, Ryan Anderson. Now the Pelicans missed the free throw. Carson's got one more, was 8 of 10 on the free throw line. 80% coming in this game tonight.
I think he's done a great job so far, Dave. Defensively especially.
Hits the second. Ted Bancroft, senior guard from Marion, Massachusetts, will make his first appearance in the game here tonight. Situational substitution to help out Ed Cooley's team.
Well, they got a timeout under the 4.
Cotton takes a seat. It will not be for long. There are some objects being thrown on the floor, and officials will stop play. PA announcer here at the Ryan Center reminding everyone, please don't do that. It's a heated rivalry. Everyone wants to win, but for the safety of the players, officials, coaches, obviously don't do that.
No. Yeah, you can't do that. God forbid somebody gets hit in the eye, or somebody gets hurt, referee or player or another fan. Exactly. Anybody can get hurt, so your own guy can get hurt. So it's a game. It's a really important game, but it's a game. Life and death is over in Afghanistan with the troops. That's the real thing. That's the most important.
Xavier Munford for Buchanan. Munford fires a three. Hits a big triple. Finally, the first three of the game, Rhode Island. Munford's got 11. 1-point game. Timeout for the Friars. The ruckus is rocking. Danny Hurley and Ed Cooley are going at it. They are shouting at one another, and things are getting ugly here between the two head coaches, being restrained by the officials and their respective assistants, Pete.
It's all crazy. I hope Carl gave them both the technical, Dave. Both get 2 free throws and then alternate. I don't know if he did, but that's what he should do. Both guys got out of control.
Wow. Pat Driscoll, Carl Hess, Jeff Clark, our officiating crew tonight, doing the best they can to maintain order.
Yep.
It's not often you see the head coaches, Ed Cooley, Dan Hurley in this case, shouting at each other from about 10 feet away. We'll take a timeout. (47-46). We'll get you caught up on the technical situation in a moment. Here's Providence with a possession in this emotion-packed game from Kingston. Near steal Matthews. Harris tracks it down. 15 to shoot for Providence. We had a double technical called as emotions boiled over on each coach. Team foul associated to each. No free throws. Hinton, long-range shot, front iron. Philadelphia Hinton. Xavier Munford has it.
And it wasn't alternate possession, Dave. It was pointed interruption. That's why the Friars got the ball.
Munford hangs. Needed some help. Almost a traveling call. Blue, a nice save on the baseline. Here's Matthews. The freshman can't get a roll. Tip off the mark. And a loose change for Tyler Harris.
I would go inside if I'm Providence. The Dean Bats, go with your 50th senior. Get him the ball in close to the basket.
Each team 17 fouls after the double technical. And just before we came back, the coaches did shake hands. Good sportsmanship after things got pretty heated between Dan Hurley and Ed Cooley. Here's Cotton. Here's Hinton. Three rattles out. Harris, strong rebound. And Tyler Harris, the stick back. A big bucket for the visitors.
No box out by Rhode Island. Providence is a little bigger, longer, stronger. Big hope for the Friars.
Timeout called by Dan Hurley. Really tough, Pete, because on 8 different possessions in the half, Rhode Island has had a chance to take the lead, but they haven't been able to cash in. So much energy at the Ryan Center. 3-point game. Dan Hurley, second-year coach here at URI, emphatically trying to get his team motivated for the final stretch run here against Ed Cooley and Providence College. Friars for the Big East, Rhode Island for the A-10. The Ocean State rivalry and the 124th edition has been very entertaining tonight in front of a sold house here in Kingston. Matthews for Munford. 15 to shoot. DeRozier, a holding call head-to-head with Baruna. Free throws when we return to Kingston. 3-point Friar lead.
We have
powerful work of art, moving symbol of the city's renaissance. And we've had some fireworks here tonight at the Riot Center in Kingston in a three-point game. Moments ago, Pete, two coaches. Well, emotions boil over with Dan Hurley and Ed Cooley each given a technical foul. And then just before play resumed, Dan Hurley said, you know what? Sorry, Ed. My fault. And I like the sportsmanship here.
I love that. Both coaches are competing really hard. Dan said, my bad. So both guys are doing a wonderful job. They're represented their respective universities very, very well.
I love the passion, though, Coach. I love the fire here tonight.
Exactly. Great to have it on CBS Sports Network, Dave. We can take a game like this every night.
Love it.
Baruda's a 78% free throw shooter now. He's got to make them last 2 minutes and 1 second.
1-1. You see the numbers, bottom of your screen there for Baruda. Got one more. Thirty-fifth career double-figure scoring game for him tonight. 31 of those came in his 2 years at Rutgers. He was a really good player in the Big East Conference. Second one misses to keep it a 2-point game.
You're Providence now. You want Cotton shooting it? We'll go inside the Bats or Henton, one of those big three. Other guy can shoot it, but you'd rather go inside. Fifth-year senior wants the ball. Kadeem Bats. Go inside. Maybe get a foul, maybe get a three-point play.
10 to shoot for Cotton. 5 to shoot. Harris will drive the paint. Pull up. Rattles out. Rebound loose. Hassan Martin finds the defensive glass. Here comes Rhodey. Timeout, Dan Hurley. Exciting conclusion from Kingston. Right around the corner.
The best deals don't beg for attention. Visit the Acura Season of Reason sales event to see the winners of the 2013 Edmunds.com Best Residual Value for Luxury Brands. Smarter vehicles deserve a smarter event.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TL.
The Ruckus. Rockin'. Student section here at Rhode Island. 2-point game. All right, Coach Gill, let's put the coach's hat back on you. What's Dan Hurley talking about? What's Ed Cooley thinking about?
Well, right now, want to go inside. Dan Hurley called it. Now, we have to see what the Friars do. I like the idea of a zone, 2-3 zone.
Coach, a moment ago, Josh Fortin and Bryce Cotton. Fortune, Bryce Cotton were headed back over toward that Rhode Island huddle.
Yeah, they were trying to eavesdrop. It's all right. They're just trying to see what was going on.
Ed Cooley was not happy about that at all.
No.
It's a rivalry.
It's a rivalry. Nothing like a rivalry day.
Some wild stuff happening here tonight.
I've been in a lot of them, and this is a great rivalry. Both schools have great traditions, a lot of pride. It's a wonderful game for the state. Some people want to play twice a year. No, once is enough. Otherwise, you'll be cardiac hill. Everybody be...
Yeah, how do you handle 2 games a year like this?
No. One's enough. Providence is going man-to-man. I'd go inside to Baruda.
Twenty to shoot off the timeout. Munford launches. Too strong. Huge rebound pulled down by Buchanan. And a fresh 35 with a minute to go in regulation. Here's Matthews. Crossover. Hangs. Hits.
Providence has 3 timeouts.
Timeout, Providence.
How about the courage of E.C. Matthews, the freshman? Crossover dribble in the lane, hit the floater, the teardrop, the raindrop. What a shot. E.C. Matthews from Romulus, Michigan. Nice drive. That float is a tough shot over Kadeem Batts. What a basket. What a game.
All-state player, high school in Michigan, led his high school program to a state championship. Only 4 of 14 shooting tonight for the kid, but the freshman buries a huge shot. Up to 8 points to tie it. More exciting basketball coming your way this weekend. First on Saturday, Red Hot 7 UMass. Top 25 ranked will take on BYU. Pete will be on the call in that game. Cincinnati in the AAC visits defending Mountain West champ New Mexico in the Pit. And then Nova, coming off a win over Penn last night, takes on St. Joe's in the Big Five. Sunday, I'll be out in San Diego. Steve Fisher's 24th ranked Aztecs will take on Washington from the Pac-12. Great weekend of hoops coming your way on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
What I'm going to do, Dave, now, if I'm Providence, I want to get the ball to the leading scorer in the Big East last year, Bryce Cotton. Bring him on the left wing, a little pick and roll with Kadeem Batts, my big fifth-year center. Run a pick and roll there. And Bryce can either take it himself, shoot the jump shot, or give it to the big guy roll. Go to your 2 veteran guys. From Rhode Island now, I don't want to foul. Got plenty of time left, 39 seconds. So I don't want to foul. There's Cooley.
Here's your game reset. 2 timeouts for Coach Cooley, remaining only 1 for Dan Hurley. Deafening roar tonight. Coming from the student section of this entire arena, everyone on their feet.
Right now, Hinton is too quick for Baruta. You got a 6'9 guy against a 6'5 guy, so once again, you can isolate that. But I would go to Cotton. Go to your best player.
Here's Bryce Cotton. 15 to shoot, 32 on the game clock. 10 to shoot. Cotton, watched by Buchanan, pulls up, tough shot, back iron, a miss. Rebound loose for Batts. He lost it, a whistle. And a foul called down low against Uri. With 22.1 to go in the second half.
His second personal foul, 8th team foul of the half floor.
Michelle picked up the foul. Here's Batts. Shoots 75% from the line. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Kadeem Batts, a senior from Boston. He's got 7 in the game tonight. Huge free throw. Rattles out. Martin the rebound. 1-point game. Timeout, Rhode Island. It's their last timeout of regulation. 17.2 to go.
Right now, if I'm Providence, they're calling up. They think it's going to be a man-to-man play. I would play a 2-3 zone if I'm the Friars, a change of pace and cheat to Munford. If I'm Rhode Island, I want to get the ball to my best player, Xavier Munford. Get him the ball, isolate him on the right wing, have him shoot it or drive it. They go zone, get the ball to the high post. 1-3-1, and Providence changes to a zone. Get the ball to your best player and let him make a play. The big thing here now, you got to box out. You might not get beat by the first shot. Don't get beat by a tap-in by Baruta or the second shot. Neither team can foul now. It's going to be 1-1. Rhode Island, no timeouts left.
Rhode Island coach has not led since 10-9 at the 12-minute mark of the first half. Been that long since they've had the advantage tonight. Can they finish on top? Matthews will inbound. And Providence takes a timeout. One timeout remaining for PC here.
Good job.
Pete's second half, Rhode Island has kept in this game neck and neck with their arch rivals. Spirited play in this game.
Rudy was fabulous. Here we see the Euro step by Mumford. Two guys from St. Benedict's in New Jersey. Nice high pump fake. The violent pump fake, Chuck Daly, the late great coach of Dream Team #1 with Bird and Jordan, Magic Johnson. The violent pump fake. Show the ball, then go up.
2009 in this building, last win for Rhode Island before Dan Hurley took over at Rhodey. Who gets the shot?
I say Mumford's going to get it or Baruta. I'd go to one of those two guys.
Here's Mumford. 10 seconds. Mumford pulls up the dribble. 5 seconds. Matthews pulls up, shot on the way is short. Rebound. Providence College, and that's it. LaDante Henson. Friars win by 1. What a game tonight here in Kingston. Survival for Ed Cooley and Providence.
Great win for the Friars. Tremendous effort by Rhode Island. Terrific contest, Dave.
All right, Pete, let's take a look at the last shot. You thought Mumford would get it off, but he dishes to Matthews.
Not a good shot. The freshman made a good play. Harris, credit his defense. Terrific defense by Tyler Harris. The transfer from NC's not a good shot. Once again, with a young team, Dave, execution down the stretch sometimes is a problem.
It was an air ball, and LaDante Henson able to grab it. More coming up from Kingston. 50-49 final. The 124th all-time meeting between Rhode Island and Providence College. The Ocean State rivalry was dramatic, was exciting, goes right down to the wire, and Providence survives. Ed Cooley, head coach, joins us live here courtside. How do you best describe the energy in this game between these two teams?
Unbelievable energy and atmosphere that was here at the Ryan Center tonight. I mean, all the credit goes to, University of Rhode Island getting all these people in this building. I mean, when you have these type of games and it's the Friars and the Rams, I mean, this is to be expected, and I thought their crowd was phenomenal today.
Eddie, congratulations. Great win for you.
Great road win.
Oh, great road win. How important was the contribution of Carson DeRozier in this game?
He guards the rim. His length, I mean, he may have not been credited with a lot of blocks, but his length just bothers a lot of shots in there. You're able to run offense through him. I just think his physical presence makes a big deal.
Now, Coach, you and Dan Hurley, a couple words exchanged. I know got a handshake afterwards. You have to ask you about that. What happened?
Honestly, emotion. And you know what? I mean, it's probably my fault because I reacted. I just wanted to make sure that I protect my players. I want them to know that I'm there with them thick and thin. And you know what? It may have been out of character, but we're trying to do anything we can to get a win, and that's why I apologized afterward, because I was out of place.
Yeah, Dan felt the same way. You both shook hands, and he said it was his fault. It was nobody's fault. That happens in a game.
It does.
Emotion. It happened to me a couple of times in big games like this. When I was at Xavier, we played Cincinnati. Coach Huggins and I were nose to nose, and I started running because he would kick my tail. He's a lot bigger than me.
Well, I don't know how many fights I'm going to lose. I'm not. I mean, I got a lot of Friar supporters here. You know what? It's the game of basketball. Yeah. It's the enthusiasm of the game. Right. I'll take full responsibility for it. We shook hands. We talked about it right at the end of the game, and hopefully that doesn't happen again.
And, Coach, you told us in the pregame how important this win would be for you, like a Big East road game.
Absolutely.
Let's go through the last play defensively. What did you tell your team trying to make sure Mumford didn't get that shot off?
Well, we wanted to change our ball screen defense on that. And, I said let's switch it. They said it would be downhill. I said, okay, let's blast it, meaning let's really try to almost trap the ball to get the ball out of his hands to make someone else make a play.
Here's the play, Pete.
He has to play right here. So there was no ball screen here. And, this kid, E.C. Matthews, is going to be a great player. And that's just the tough, too. If that goes in, well, tip your hat to him. You walk off the court. They got to win. So,
you can live with that, Eddie, right? You can live with that shot.
I can live with this shot all night long. right here. That's a tough shot to make. That's a freshman. By the time he's a sophomore, junior, he's going to make that shot. I just hope it's not against the Friars.
Exactly. No, that was a great defense. I was thinking they'd go to Baruna maybe or Munford, and you did a great job keeping the ball away from those guys.
I'm just happy that we can get to the break. We've played 10 games. Our first 9 were in 21 days. We need a break. We got to regroup, try to get some more help coming back second semester, and try to get ready for this Big East play.
Great win without Chris Dunn. You're McDonald's All-American. So
you know what? Hey, it's a great win. I hope everybody appreciates this URI Providence game.
Yeah.
It's a game that when you got this much excitement and this much energy in the building, that's what it's about for our wonderful state. There's no better place to live in the world.
I know you have the ear infection, Ed. You told us about the pregame. How are you feeling right now?
Honestly, I feel a little bit better after the win. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go home, enjoy my family, kiss my wife, and go to bed.
Get some rest, all right, Coach?
Definitely going to get some rest.
The Big East schedule's right around the corner. It's going to be tough for the Friars this year.
No,
we got 10-team Big East this year.
We got 3 more games to play before we get to that, so we got to play. I don't even know who we play next. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Congratulations, Ed. Great job, buddy.
Great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach, so much. Big win tonight for Providence College. So much energy and emotion tonight here in Kingston. It was fun to watch the 124th all-time meeting between these two Ocean State rivals. 4 straight wins for PC over URI. For Pete Gillen and the entire crew, I'm Dave Ryan. For scores, highlights, features, and more, go to CBSSports.com. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Coach Cooley, Coach Hurley, fun to watch tonight. Sold-out house, the Ryan Center from Kingston, and Providence takes it over their cross-state rival. 50-49, Friars survive over the Rams.